My mouth will speak the praise of the Lord, and all flesh will bless his holy name forever and ever. Psalm 145:21. Welcome back to 21 Days of Prayer. Today is day 19. My name is Brandy, and it is my honor to speak to you about God stories today. When you think of God stories, what do you think of? Miraculous healing, financial miracles, freedom from addiction? Those are all great examples of God stories. But God stories are so much more than that. A God story is simply your story about how God is moving in your life. And you can find those stories all around you. They are in the miraculous and in your ordinary everyday life. God stories can be walking out forgiveness, taking next steps in your relationship with God, having the courage to attend or lead a community group for the first time, the first step in serving on a Connect team. These examples are a game changer, not just in your life, but in the lives of others too. There are so many ways you experience God stories. You can share your own story or how God was with you in a low time or even in a time of celebration. Take the time to listen to someone else's God story, or maybe watch someone's God story unfold as you serve at a First Saturday Serve. In my life, I have so many God stories. Stories of redemption, reconciliation, healing, hope, forgiveness, restored and renewed faith. God has pulled me from the depths of my despair and filled me with joy. But here is the best news. God is always moving in my life, so I am constantly adding to my collection of God stories. God is in the details of our lives. Listen to Romans 12:1 in the Message translation. So here's what I want you to do. God helping you. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, eating, going to work life, and place it before God as an offering. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing that you can do for Him. This is where God's stories begin, by taking your everyday, ordinary lives and inviting God in to be a part of your life in the large and the small. Today, ask God to reveal your own God stories to you. Ask God to give you a new God story. Ask God to reveal someone else's God story in them. Ask God to give you the courage to share your own God story so that the lives of the unchurched and dechurched can experience life change and begin their own collection of God stories. God stories exponentially advance the kingdom of God. I am praying that each of you would be reminded of your own God stories today. When you invite God into your ordinary life, you will find that you have some pretty extraordinary God stories that He wants you to share so that He can receive the glory and lives around you will be changed and healed.